Ferrari is obsessed with protecting its reputation, and they're also notorious for suing people. Not just anyone, but their own customers. A number of celebrities have been banned for life simply because they modified their cars to suit their personal tastes. And I'm not even talking about engine swaps. Sometimes it's just a wrap or a body kit. Take this EDM artist for example. In 2014, he turned his 458 into this, and called it Purrari. When he was done with the car, he listed it on Craigslist. And guess what? Ferrari was wasting no time hitting him with the cease-and-desist because apparently he was mocking their brand. Another case is Justin Bieber, who wide-bodied his Ferrari, and even though it looked dope, Ferrari wasn't impressed at all. So they hit him with a lawsuit and banned him from buying any new Ferraris. These projects were bold, but like I said, they were mainly exterior mods. There are even crazier custom Ferrari builds out there, like this V12 swapped F40, and trust me, there are plenty more. I've put together the wildest ones in my top 5 craziest engine swap Ferrari builds ever. Let's just hope Ferrari doesn't come after these as well. Let's get into it. 5th place, LS swapped Ferrari 360 GT. Of course, our list starts with an LS swapped build, because that's like a classic choice when it comes to the engine swaps. In this case, an LS7 motor found its way into a Ferrari 360 GT. As the story goes, the owner was on the track when the original engine blew, which isn't too surprising for Ferraris from that era. Instead of replacing it with another 400 horsepower 3.6 liter Ferrari V8, he opted to throw in a 7 liter Corvette Z06 motor, supercharged and tuned to make 1,000 horsepower. But the best part is getting to put a Chevy badge on that Ferrari. I'm sure if Ferrari finds out, they'll take this guy to court, if they haven't already. Either this guy has a sick sense of humor, or he just enjoys pissing off the Ferrari crowd. But with a garage like this, he can pretty much do whatever he wants. He has 5 Porsches, a couple of Paganis, and 4 Ferrari 360s. Not a single American car in sight, which is odd for a Southern California dream garage, but at least one Ferrari proudly wears a Chevy badge. He hasn't done much else to the car, which is why this build lands in 5th place. 4th place, Honda K-Series swapped Ferrari 308 GTB. The K-Series swap has become the new LS swap, with more tuners choosing this engine for its reliability, cost, and potential. It powered many builds like Amir Bentato's Turbo K20 Time Attack NSX, which caused some controversy but still made sense. A Honda with a Honda engine. So hearing about another K-Series swap isn't all that surprising, but when that engine ends up in a Ferrari, that's when things get really interesting. This build started with a well-maintained 1981 Ferrari 308 GTB in fly yellow, with only 38,000 miles on the clock. It was completely torn down and rebuilt with a Honda K24 engine, all in the name of performance. The original Ferrari F106 engine has a 2.9 liter V8 that makes around 202 horsepower at the crank, while the TSX's K24 makes about 205 horsepower. Did he really do all that work for a few horsepower? No, of course not. He did it because he had no intentions of leaving the K24 stock, as there's unmatched aftermarket support for it, and the amount of money required to build out the native power plant is absolutely silly. Oh, and there's the weight issue. Dropping 4 cylinders means a lighter vehicle. Obviously, it's not the 80 to 100 pounds you might be thinking of. Think more in the neighborhood of 400 pounds. Also, be sure to tack on the reliability factor and the accessories accessibility. K-Series engines are typically very affordable, starting at around $700. But this particular engine, the KT1000 from 4Piston Racing, comes with a $17,500 price tag with all mods. Yes, that's a lot more than $700, but you're getting serious performance for your money. This build produces over 1,000 horsepower, peaking at 1,200 horsepower. This project was built for the World Time Attack and took 2.5 years to complete, with every detail meticulously addressed, from custom radiator ducting and exhaust work to interior enhancements. The craftsmanship is evident. The aerodynamics were designed by RS Future, a parts maker from Southern California, while the fully custom suspension has no bushings at all. Overall, the car looks stunning. Its profile even reminds me of the Hyundai Envision. During the competition, the project performed well, improving with each session until the engine blew. Fortunately, engines are replaceable, which is why a Honda engine was the best choice. Rebuilding the Ferrari engine would have been far more costly. The car will be back soon, as the YouTuber has recently started working on its revival, and we might see it shining again. 3rd place, rotary swapped Ferrari 456. This might be the world's most mixed up Ferrari. It started life as a V12 powered 456 Grand Tour, but now it sports a Nissan S14 front end and a Mazda rotary engine. Oh, and it got a custom red paint job to match the fiery reactions from Ferrari purists. The project started in 2020 when Ruben Bemrose bought the wreck for $900, dropped a naturally aspirated Mazda 13B rotary between the Ferrari's shock towers, and put the mutate back on the road. claiming the entire project cost him just $7,800. Bemrose had fun with his creation, taking part in drift events and generally attracting lots of attention, both positive and negative. But the car looked rough and ready, with a simple frame built around the nose to protect the engine and locate the hood, and it suffered both fire and panel damage while out on the track. Later, however, the car got a stunning custom red paint job, though that's definitely not the most eye-catching thing about the 456's latest incarnation, which includes a twin-turbo rotary update. That would be the Nissan Silvia S14 front-end conversion that, judging from old Instagram posts, started taking shape during 2022, before the whole car was painted the following year. The one-piece, homemade fiberglass clamshell hood contains an industrialized-sized vent at its center, and the S14 slim bank of fixed headlights works surprisingly well with the Ferrari body. You might even say it makes a car launched in early 1990s even better, because the 456's stock nose looks soft and dated to 2024 eyes. Second place, V12 swapped F40. The F40 is a modern Maranello classic, the first Ferrari production car to top 200 miles per hour, and a car that anticipated a trend for hardcore road-going supercars 25 years before it became a thing. But there's one aspect of the F40 that separates it from most other big money collectible Ferraris other than the 288 GTO that it evolved from. It doesn't have a V12. Well, this one does. UK-based Simpson Motorsport built this F40 in the early 2000s from a chassis that had been used for crash testing at the Maranello factory. Simpson had previously prepared and campaigned a 348 LM for racer Stefano Sebastiani in the mid-1990s, and it was the relationship built with Ferrari during that time that enabled Sebastiani to get his hands on the bones of the wrecked supercar. But rather than build the F40 back up in its standard spec, Simpson and Sebastiani hatched a plan to create something unique. They chose not to find a replacement twin-turbo 2.9-liter V8, but dropped in a naturally aspirated 5.5-liter V12 from a contemporary Ferrari 550 instead. Though the sound and power delivery of the two Ferrari engines is totally different, it's interesting to note that they make very similar power. 478 horsepower for the V12 and 471 horsepower for the V8. The V12 was mated to a Hewland transaxle, and the car was clothed in F40 GTE style bodywork, equipped with a full FIA spec roll cage. The completed car took part at a few events in the UK and Europe, its best results being second place at the Britcar race at Outland Park in 2006, and a couple of sixth place finishes at Snetterton and Brands Hatch. But after that flurry of activity, it was dry stored until recently, when Simpson Motorsport dusted it down and gave it a thorough test. First place, Ferrari 458 with LaFerrari V12. Unlike the other cars on this list, this one wasn't built by a tuning shop. Instead, it was created by Ferrari itself. It was the mule Ferrari used to test the LaFerrari's V12 engine. The person who first posted about it mentioned that it couldn't be registered for road use and was track only for the first 24 months. It's unclear whether they own the car and can use it on the track for those 24 months, or if they have to return it to Ferrari after that time. Either way, the mule didn't include the hybrid system, which actually makes it more appealing to most Ferrari fans. I think the pure V12 only makes this car better. If it had been sold as a production model or even as a one-off, I truly believe it could have been the greatest Ferrari ever made. The stock Ferrari 458 with his beautifully singing V8 was the pinnacle of Ferrari engineering for me. The car was stunning, and even 15 years later, it looks timeless. The 458's V8 was already iconic, but just imagine it with a naturally aspirated V12 rated at 789 horsepower. That would have been perfection. That's all I have for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.